Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about GALA. So GALA seems to have reached now the target area. Yesterday we talked about that, or target, let's call it support area. And I don't think at this stage this move down is over. At least we do not yet see any significant reaction to that support area. I mean, if we, for example, take a look at what GALA did when it hit support areas before and reacted to it, like here we had quite a strong reaction, and then it could take that to move up higher based on that after an initial retracement again. But what we see at the moment is not really any strong reaction. In fact, we actually see quite a bearish candle here just now again on the 1 hour. I mean, it's not massive, but what you can currently see is that it's struggling to really get away from this support area. I mean, what you need to understand, I gave you the support area, and we saw an initial reaction indeed, but it was far less strong than what we had before, as you can see here if I zoom in a little bit. And in addition to that, you just see a bit of a bearish engulfing candle here in the current hour, which might already be over when you see the video, when you watch the video. But this starts to look like a triangle, like a continuation pattern, and this could be, for example, some kind of a fourth wave here in the decline, which would suggest a continuation maybe when the US stock market opens. We'll see what is going to happen. These can of course break out to the upside, but as long as we stay below the last swing low, which is here at 5.05 cents, the trend is still going to be down. We talked in the last video about the idea that, well, first of all, we talked in the last week or so about the idea that this is an ascending broadening wedge, which is to be considered a bearish pattern. There is another way of drawing, I think, a trend line here. You could just see this as an ascending wedge with a fake out. Maybe that's even the better way of doing it, but in the end, it doesn't really matter too much. What is certainly the case is that I have problems to count here a 5-wave move up as complete. Now, what you sometimes get is, because the question is this still a wave 4 or are we already in the wave 2? In a wave 2 we could come down lower, yeah? What is certainly the case, what could be possible is that the wave 4 ended here. This was the wave 5 and we had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a so-called throw over. These often happens towards the end of diagonal patterns, but I don't really see the clear 5-wave move up here. This was actually a bit too short. It's valid. And with that throw over here, maybe that's the right way of looking at it. And then we would have here a wave A. This would have been a B wave, and we're now coming down here in a C wave. But even then, the support area would ideally hold, because we talk about, if this was a wave, B wave, we talk about a target for the C wave here of around 3.87 cents. So I'm watching for that particular level. What happened now? 1 second. The 1.618 extension, certainly a key target. We're just hovering above the 1.272 extension at 4.306. And the 200% extension is the 3.4 cent level. So, there is some confluence in terms of, different areas here in this support area. I am unsure if this is a wave 2 or a wave 4. We just have to go and see. The problem is with this movement that we've had here, you can get away with saying that this could have also been just the wave 3, then an A, B wave, and we're now coming down in C of 4. And it's tricky. It is tricky, But even then, even if we say, okay, this is still a wave 4, and the wave 5 is still to come, like what we would, for example, see for Bitcoin, you would have to say that, let me just take the fibs. You would have to assume that, so depending on where I draw, I need to start drawing from here. You need to assume that this support area is holding. So this is ideally the area that's holding, okay? So going down to 3.41 cents. If this support area drops, then we will have to look at a different wave count. And if I then assume that the wave 5 ended up there, which is, let's say, the alternative, then I would have to draw, however, the fibs the entire move. And then with this latest idea of how it could actually develop, we have to move the key support to 2.56 cents. Even if I assume the wave 5 ended up there, as you can see, these fips align quite well around 3.4 cents. Yeah, because in this count, the box is also relevant. Yeah, it's only that if we drop below 3.36, we have one more chance to hold support at 2.56. But that's it. If we don't hold this, then that's it. I don't think we get there. Not the way it looks at this stage, because it would mean quite a strong drop. I can see that when should Bitcoin lose wave 4 support. And if you watch the Bitcoin videos, you know what that means, because then Bitcoin would get into a wave 2. Then I could imagine we get down a bit lower. But for now, maybe I'm raising this actually to the primary here. I like it much better with this ascending wedge and the throw over up here. I'm quite happy with that, because a throw over often happens towards the end of a diagram pattern, which means you basically get your fake out. Yeah, maybe I'll leave it like that and then look at this as a wave 2. Okay, and then we take it from there, because the support area should be relevant either way. And then we are looking at this here as an A wave, a B wave. The question is possibly only here, B, and then C down. If I zoom in a little bit, if we say A, B, C, the thing is, I'd rather count this as a B wave, because only counting this as a B wave would probably rather like this, because we had 5 waves. Because we had an A, B, C, A, B, C. So A, B, C, and A, B, C, and B, expanded flat. Okay, that makes sense. And then here, a wave 1, possibly as a leading diagonal. The 2, this the 3, 4. I think that is how it could work. I think that I'm quite comfortable with that. Because here you're also in a leading diagonal 1, 2, probably here 3, a small 4, and a 5. Then the wave 2 and 3 waves, okay, and the wave 3 now, which still hasn't really, reached. Oh, it has reached target. Okay, the 1.618 extension, that's fantastic, but it doesn't look finished. It looks unfinished, so it might break just now. Actually, we'll see. Okay, I'll keep you updated. We talked about support levels, targets. We talked about the wave count. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.